Have you ever felt like the world turned its back on you? That people you trusted erased you as if you never mattered? What if I told you that their betrayal is your greatest strength? Today, we're diving into a story of resilience, power, and unstoppable spirit. Your story. Because this is where the forgotten rise and the tables finally turn. Welcome, my fearless souls, my silent warriors. You've carried a weight no one else sees, a fire no one else understands. You've been hurt, betrayed, and cast aside, but you're still here. And that's not just survival, that's power. Tonight, we're not holding back. We're going to uncover the truth they tried to bury, expose the strength they tried to break, and celebrate the unstoppable force you've become. Think about it. How many times did they try to silence you? To rewrite your story? They thought they could wipe away your existence like words on a page. They acted as if your voice didn't matter, as if your presence was a mistake. Behind closed doors, they made their plans. They laughed, whispered, and convinced themselves you'd fade into nothing. But here's the thing about people like that. They forget the power of resilience. Every attempt to erase you only made your spirit stronger. Every moment they ignored you, underestimated you, and cast you aside was another brick in the foundation of your strength. You see, they played their games thinking no one was watching. But the universe sees everything. Fate has its own way of balancing the scales, and those who betray others always face their reckoning. They thought they had the power to define you, to control your destiny. But the irony is, in trying to break you, they sealed their own fate. Now, they're the ones haunted by their actions. Every time your name is mentioned, every time they see you rise, they're reminded of what they did and how they failed. Let me tell you something about silent strength. When they pushed you into the dark, they thought you'd disappear. But darkness isn't the end. It's where roots grow deepest. While they laughed and celebrated your absence, you were growing, changing, unshakable. Now, they're forced to watch as you rise higher than ever. You've become the thorn in their side, the ghost they can't escape. Every glance, every whisper, every moment, they feel the weight of their betrayal. Here's the beautiful twist. The same game they played to bring you down has turned against them. They thought they were in control, but now they're trapped in their own web. The lies they told, they're falling apart. The bridges they burned, they can't rebuild them. The power they thought they had, it's crumbling beneath their feet. And you're no longer the victim of their story. You're the survivor, the victor, the force they can't silence. So now every time you take a step forward, every time you breathe, laugh, and live, you're defying everything they tried to do. They thought they could erase you, but you've carved your name into the world. They tried to silence you, but your voice echoes louder than ever. This isn't just a comeback, it's a revolution, and you're leading it. To everyone out there who's been pushed aside, hurt, or betrayed, this is your story too. The world might try to break you, but you have a power they can't touch. Let this be your reminder. You are unbreakable. You are unstoppable. And the harder they try to erase you, the brighter you'll shine. So, my fearless souls, take a moment to stand tall. Look back at everything you've overcome and realize this. They tried to bury you, but you've grown into something they can't ignore. Let them watch. Let them regret. Because you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And remember, this story doesn't end here. You're writing the next chapter, and it's going to be unforgettable. If you felt inspired by this, share it with someone who needs to hear these words. Let's remind the world that the strongest people are those who rise after being knocked down. See you next time, warriors.